everyone, welcome back to another video. My name's Nathan Hartley and today we're going to invest in you. And today I want to talk about two different topics. First one being Tesla and a little bit about the S&P 500 inclusion, and second one being Square and some acquisition that they recently made. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to subscribe, I'd appreciate that too. Well, let's get
it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
So to start out with the S&P 500 inclusion, the proposed share price for myself is anywhere from like $700 to about $900. $900 being extremely bull and $700 still being pretty bull. Right now it's at $600, so I still think it has some room to grow. Now this inclusion is going to happen on the 21st of December, and the inclusion this upcoming Monday on the 30th of November, they're going to say if they're going to do it in two tranches, which means that they can either do it, proposed is my opinion, going to be on the 14th and the 21st, two different times for those indexes to be able to buy. Now, with the amount of money and the percentage that these indexes are going to buy, depending on how high the share price runs up, could be from anywhere from 70 to 90 billion, or 1 to 1.5% of that index. Now, if you were to do about $700 per share for 120 million shares, that would be a total of $84 billion. So if you think about how much buying pressure, if they just do it within that first 3-day period for those indexes of about $5 trillion, it could be about $84 billion within 3 days of buying. Now, if they do decide to do those two individual trenches, obviously it'll be not as big of a demand, but it'll be spread out throughout a longer period of time. Personally, I still plan on holding this company for about 5 to 10 more years, at least until the company plays out its current revenue and builds out its cash flows. But if anything changes with the fundamentals of the company, that's when I'll decide to change my option to sell or move those shares or a percentage of those shares into a better investment. Next, I'm going to talk about Square, and something that I just read over Twitter that really piqued my interest on Square and the Square ecosystem. Now, this information was that Square is currently buying a tax company for around $50 million. They're currently in negotiations to buy Credit Karma, actually. And this just kind of reconfirms Square in my portfolio as a very bullish stock. You can currently create an account, like a debit account with them, and you can use that debit account for purchases and such. And you can do an automatic deposit, like with your bank or whatever you use for your banking institution. Now, they're trying to create this ecosystem in a sense by being able to buy stocks, by being able to buy Bitcoin, to where once you move your money into that platform, it kind of stays in that platform with investing and such. They're starting to move into the borrowing industry, so they're starting out with this beta of $200 loans that a lot of people, whenever they go to Walmart to cash their checks and stuff like that, they lose a big portion of their check because they're using that check deposit. Now, this $200 loan could suffice some people in time of need, and they wouldn't have to do those higher interest debts. So this is going to be a very lucrative option for Square in the long run. As well as with Credit Karma being a possible purchase that they're working on right now, that means that's an extra $2,300 to $3,200 for the average American that will be put back onto that platform and stay within that ecosystem. Now, the only couple things that there still should be working on is online bill pay, kind of like you have PayPal, whenever you can click out and log on to different websites and you can check out using PayPal so you don't have to put your credit card information. They're still working on that kind of fundamental, I believe, and will release that sometime, but as well as a savings account is something that they really need to work on as well. Now, when you're thinking of how successful these ecosystems are, one that really brings to mind is Apple. Apple has successfully created its Apple Pay. They're getting you buy their Apple products, use their Apple subscriptions, and it's becoming this ecosystem that once you get entrenched into it, it's really hard to leave, especially with the online sharing of data to where you can have stuff in the cloud. It's very difficult to transition your whole ecosystem from one to another, therefore creating more and more value for the customer staying within their company. And this is the same thing that Square's doing, I think, in a sense. They're trying to keep your money ecosystem, paying bills, doing loans, maybe insurance someday, who knows. They're creating that ecosystem to promote you to want to stay, and this is going to be a very good cash flow business. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave me a thumbs up and give me a comment down below and let me know some other stocks maybe I should look into. Thank you guys and have a good one.